Pussy, back straight, make posture. My face off, make conscious. My right fist for the doctor. Tell the cops up, quit hiding. Fuck a captain, won't action, no action. I'm hands on, these fuck around, get polished. Fuck no raincoat, I use a jail, that's a nothing. The kid's face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad these bros came home, y'all didn't deserve from neither. From a line to Delta Central, nigga, they got me on Sabina. And your homeboy needs a peanut. That predator moving flocks. That man gotta be registered in case of neighborhood watch. I'm hitting you niggas like a Carolina rock. Yeah, it's all I know, me and I'ma sit it up the pot. Ain't the road, later on, I'ma get them clock. In music and I won't pass the eye. I don't need stocks, so I really have a stock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ever in a lie, here's 59 God. 50 ass niggas need to stay at the side. Put my ass up like a freight pack of time. City is back up, it's a must be outside. They not like us. 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 They not like us.
Like us.
There we go. Fresh off of a To Be Fair show appearance, it is Q.
It's your boy Johnny P.
And this is a
first listen.
Emergency first listen? Is that what you might call it?
Emergency first listen. First listen.
Mm-hmm.
Last listen. This is all we doing tonight. I mean, it's that time in the culture. It's gonna be a great summer for the rap fans.
Mm-hmm. So nonetheless, to further ado, Drake dropped.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Heart Part 6.
I don't know. Hey Drake, you alright?
So nonetheless, like again, this is the impromptu first listen. So like we're not in the official studio, but me and Johnny happen to be in the same space at the same time after recording the podcast, and we got to bring it to you. So we about to push play. I'm about to push play on the record. I'd love for y'all to enjoy it with us, and we're gonna give y'all our real first time reactions of what the fuck's happening. This is easily the best moment in rap history that I can think of.
First listen exclusive.
How do you defend pedophilia?
I guess we better find out.
About to find out.
I guess we about to. Ooh.
And here we go.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapping, sweating, I'm dialed in. First I was arrested, where's the proof of the trial in? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 tape would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connect stand up, not far down. The ones that you get in your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, season in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a weekend and we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination. But you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in Advantage Studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans will rejoice in thinking this is my expiration. Even Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug you use is less inflation. Master manipulating, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we up?
This is a good like perspective.
And he rapping. At least he rapping.
This is
at least he rapping, and he's saying it's all lies.
But
he's saying it's all lies.
I guess we're about to find out because
he's saying it's all. But
this is just
he has to say it's all. Like he started off, it's all lies. You desperate. That's like if you're defending, you
the
have
failure.
You
the Dr. Phil, yeah.
If you defending Dr. Phil, you have to come out with this all lies. You're desperate. My can't have
these niggas lied on me. Fuck what the internet has proven.
Y'all niggas believe that? like
okay, all right, but no. What I will say, he is taking the angle that if you was trying to do it, that would be the way.
Well, I told you about the mole I told you that there was a mole, quote unquote.
Yeah. So we about to. I'm gonna push play, but it's interesting so far. I like where he's going. It's 5 minutes. It's a 5-minute record.
We don't fuck with Dr. Phil neither.
Yeah, no. Geppetto, Philly, Dr. Phileas.
No Geppetto affiliations.
Yeah.
Fuck with that.
Yeah. Push play.
Information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. You thought about giving a fake name or a destination. But you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans will rejoice and thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove.
But I guess, like, wait.
He didn't address that shit.
Okay, I'm about to say because
he didn't address the
here's the thing about it.
He addressed.
I don't think any nigga's going like throw pedophilia in himself. That'd be a wild thing to tell a Moses.
That's not what he's doing.
Hey, tell them niggas I was a pedophile. That would be wild.
Let it breathe.
All right, let it breathe. All right, we're gonna play. Hey, audience, we're gonna push play.
Let it breathe.
The drug users for less inflation. Master manipulating, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why is it Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and I miss the morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months and distance is wild. They ain't leaning hard emojis underneath picture the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This FC and nigga was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother I, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma for your own confessions. It's when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps are so obsessive. It's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive. But you just never know affection. I don't want to do you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch my body while Mariah Carey play. You probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this angle that you really met.
Whoa! Like
for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the.
Well, I guess all right. So it's a lot to unpack that's going on. This is holy shit.
That's why I said.
Wait, so
I said a couple shows ago, I ain't wanted to get this ugly. I have been on record saying I did not want it to get this ugly. Like this is ugly,
but
this
so
is
like
nasty.
On first listen, like is he molestation shaming him?
No, he's saying because you've been molested, you trying to put that shit on me.
Oh, okay.
He's
but like the diss is like, hey nigga, you been molested.
Oh, he said you ain't fight back.
Holy shit! He said Mariah touch your body. Come on, you get it.
He said you was molested and you ain't fight back. Don't fight back against me.
Holy shit! I gotta digest how I feel about that. Nigga. That's crazy.
Let it go.
Oh,
we're not making no judgments. We listening.
Yeah.
Drake saying all of this shit.
Hey, listen, if we was to have the title of this, it'd be "Let It Go." I feel you, Johnny. I'm gonna let it play.
This is how they get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. So your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps that you so obsessed with. It's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive. But you just never know affection. I don't wanna do you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch my body while my ride carry play. You probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why it's that angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly, there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and how they got infected. Like if they really fruit your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about big and resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. This shit's so intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents. But you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name and you don't see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left me flat, he major. I slipped the door with the razor and Rick Ross head like that one flight from Malaysia.
Hey, Drake's finally rapping.
That's a slick nigga. But that's a slick. No. He said A minor, B sharp. That's some slick shit. Like
this is what I'm saying is happening.
That's
like,
slick. That's
this
slick.
is actually the first time in this rap beef he's actually started rapping.
He's rapping.
In my opinion,
he's rapping.
He actually started rapping just then.
Yeah.
Just then he. Holy.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
Like that.
Hey, run that back. Hey, we should have did this shit at the counter, but like
at the counter.
You know the counter.
Oh shit. We still got time.
We fucking let him rap.
Nah, fuck it. Hey y'all, we got to take y'all back to a classic. We call it a classic. This is actually fire enough to where like we got to bring it back to the counter. All our OG listeners understand.
Yeah.
The real first listens was dissected at the counter. Yeah. So we're gonna take it to the counter. Let's move it to the counter, Johnny. Come on.
Let's go. This counter talk.
Nah, that's a fact.
This counter talk. What?
We bite. We got to. We got to take it to the counter now. Bring it up, Johnny.
We back.
And yeah. So
this feel so much better.
Yeah.
Actually,
this is the fact. Hey, let's run through these comments real quick as we get into it. Shout out to T Money. Today is Muhammad. He say, you just say it ain't truth, and nobody said that. All right. Why would somebody put fake info out there about them?
PDF file.
That's what I agree with that part. That's the wildest thing. Like that would be weird to do that. But hey, I ain't heard the rest of the record. Maybe he has a master manipulator. What do you say, master manipulator plan?
It's something.
Had to fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother eye, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This a lot that gets so depressing. This is trauma for your own confessions. So your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps that you so obsessed with. It's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive. But you just never know affection. I don't want to teach you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch my body while my ride carry play. You probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why it's that angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not a lesson. Clearly, there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and how they got infected. Like if they really fucked a girl and got her pregnant. Talk about big and resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. It's just too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents. But you a piece of shit, so it's really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you won't see on no sex offender. That's easy does it. You mentioned A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left me flat, he major. I slit the door with the razor and Rick Ross head like that one
He's going there. All right.
That's easy, does it? You mentioned an A minor, the niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left me flat, be major. I split the dope with the razor and Rick Ross hair like they one flight from Malaysia. I'm the baby mama straight saver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not really Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hitmaker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each game when your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you got a need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You can drop on land more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you can thank the savior. Said that they deleted his music and your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise this. Sounded like you sent a commissary when they need some paper.
Hey, my bad. Hey, this is a record. And I'm about to rewind a little bit because
he's screaming names. He's screaming names. He doing what he. I mean, I said I didn't want it to get this ugly. He's screaming R. Kelly and your name, Kendrick. He's screaming R. Kelly.
Why you say R. Kelly and Savior in the same bar? That was wild.
We gotta run it back, but like, I mean, like the allegations were salacious. That's my word. It was a salacious Saturday. It was a salacious Saturday. Like.
Yeah. What else?
He was talking crazy about Drake. Drake got to come back and talk crazy about him. That's why that man Cole ain't doing nothing. It's why that 3001 is the best record that been dropped in the last
good Lord.
Weeks. But like, we gotta dig into it because like if we gonna be like Kendrick said this about, like I said earlier about coaching. The coaches said this about Drake. We gotta take it serious. The coach responded to Kendrick. And
what the coach say about Kendrick?
If you lying about a motherfucker being a pedophile to cover your tracks. Is
that what the coach said?
That's what Drake said.
Oh, okay.
That's what Drake said. That's what Drake
Drake the coaching.
Nah, Drake is saying that, not the coach.
Oh, okay. All right, my bad. You said it that the coach was saying, but you were saying Drake was saying. All right, we're gonna push play real quick. Hey, shout out to the chat. Hey, chat, hop in, talk to us. Let us know how you feel. Make sure we hit everybody. Shout out to Lovely Billy. But literally texted Millie about boy problems and defended multiple sex offenders. Listen, life is gonna be fire. Hey Johnny, make sure you stand by for tomorrow. Because life is about to get really, really interesting. But nonetheless, I'm enjoying this Drake.
Yeah, we gonna go live. Like I said, we got the like. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like I say, I made a PSA at the beginning of the thing. We ain't about none of this. We don't fuck with Dr. Phil and none of that. But like, it's like fuck Drake.
Well,
fuck Drake.
Fuck Drake.
Fuck Drake.
No, stop. Hey, stop. Wow, nigga. No, what we're saying is that like if what he said was true, I mean what Kendrick said was true, fuck Drake. I don't have a problem with Drake.
Me neither. I was a Drake fan 48 hours ago.
Yeah, but if he was like Dr. Phil, then yes.
I was a Drake fan 48 hours ago. Niggas was like Kendrick up 3-0. I was like, nah, it might be 2-1. Y'all niggas hating. Nigga that said that is now saying fuck Drake because of one record.
Like optionable. Right now, Drake is putting it on Kendrick to actually respond with the receipts. Right? But like I said, what I enjoy is that Drake is now actually rapping. He's entered the arena of rapping. He's not doing it.
But you said
he's not doing this part.
But my thing is like,
talk to me.
Fuck the receipt. You said you had the receipts on Drake before Kendrick even did that. So why he got a receipt?
You said I?
Yes, you.
Oh no,
you ran down.
I think that
thing about the.
Let's look at this. And they said what I said. So Google does prove the idea that Drake could be a pedophile. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's no reason as a grown man, Drake my age, it's no reason that we should be texting 14-year-olds. I'd never do that. Right? It's no reason that like I should be kissing a 17-year-old.
Both the situations, Billy Brown and Billie Eilish both said he didn't cross the line.
Hey, cool. Hey,
how much were they paid to say he didn't cross the
Listen,
line?
all I'm saying is I would never be texting any 14-year-old girl that I don't know
I'm
about.
tell you this,
anything about like any like
there's
boy, girl, sexual thing.
There's not a underage person in the world that would ever have to defend me. But if and be like, yeah, Johnny P texted me, but he didn't cross the line. Guess what? Johnny P never texted that motherfucker.
Right. I think that's one of the biggest things. It's like hey,
say,
don't text a minor. I know that.
No, I fuck with Drake, but like that's crazy.
But Drake is like Drake doing what Drake should do right now.
Defended Drake and was like, yeah, he texted me and I was underage, but guess what? I have never done. Text a minor. I ain't never text a major, a B.
Oh shit! Now listen, in college I texted a bunch of people that had a major. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, I texted some 8, but they was BS majors.
All right, we gonna listen. We on the countertop, so sometimes it gets silly, but we're gonna push play and let it keep riding.
I split the dope with the razor and Rick Ross hair like they one flight from my laser. I'm the baby mama straight saver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not really Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hitmaker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop behind views and my comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you got a need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You can drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet Jamaica. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping on Kelly, you can thank the Savior. Said they deleted his music and your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounded like you said a commissary when you need some paper. How we drop the stone on one day you turn the cloud case instead of doing hard labor. Maybe I'll see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game. Like, you know, but just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor. Like,
he say you lying, Kendrick. Kendrick, are you lying?
Holy.
Are you lying? But I mean, but no, fuck that.
He said, "Fuck it." I'm gonna let him go first.
Nah, fuck that, because y'all said Kendrick wasn't lying because you said Baca got the case. You say, whatever y'all said about the Milli Vanilli or whoever the chick was, the Texan, the chick, y'all said, you gotta put me back on camera.
Oh, you still on camera?
Yeah, but like, y'all got to keep it real. Was he like?
Well, I get all right. So I'm about to screen share in a second. So if we was, so Baca is convicted as a sex offender. You can see the screen. Do you want me to put it on for everybody else so we can read it?
I'm saying, like, before you put it on, what was the case? Like, what did he do?
You want to read it? I don't know. We can read the whole thing. It's like a bunch of shit to read.
The girl was 22 years old. That's not a minor.
Oh, he was prostituting her.
Yeah, but she's not a minor though. They was acting like he was fucking with her. She was 20. Like whatever they did, but it just say 22 years old. Baca was not fucking with little kids. Don't try
talk to him, Johnny.
I'm saying don't lie on Baca name.
All right, so I'm gonna read it to y'all. It says in June 2014. When Drake was working on If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, Baca was arrested on several charges, including human trafficking. While it's difficult to obtain concrete details in the case, Baca was initially accused of allegedly forcing a 22-year-old woman into prostitution, assaulting her, and uttering death threats. How do you feel about that?
Are we gonna get mad at all the pimps? Are we gonna get mad at every pimp that ever existed in black culture? Because that's what sounded like what he was doing, was pimping.
Okay, all right.
And she was of age.
Just making sure. So y'all understand?
That's the question.
Forcing women into prostitution, assaulting them, and like threatening them about dying is. I don't
agree with it. I think that's some.
All I asked you was like, how do you feel about?
But that's totally different than.
I didn't put Dr. Phil.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't put Dr. Phil on.
But that's two totally different things.
Cool. I agree. I asked you about a thing. You gave like a different.
That's wrong. That is absolutely wrong. It should never happen. And yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, what Baca did was fucked up.
Oh,
Baca really isn't nice.
Thank you for saving yourself.
Baca really isn't nice.
That was crazy with the line used.
But
all right,
the accusation was totally different.
What that is? Yes, it's human trafficking and sexual assault, but not pedophilia.
Yes, those are two totally different accusations.
In 2015, Baca pled guilty as assaulting an undisclosed woman, an on-again and off-again girlfriend. When Baca was in jail, Drake gave him a shout out from Know Yourself. When in April 27, 2015, Drake celebrated the occasion by giving Baca an appreciated public cosign on Instagram. Okay, I think that's like the meat and potatoes of like if we're going to get to the Baca conversation. So where are we at? He said, and Kendrick said he was helping trafficking women, human trafficking. Lovely Billy also said, yeah, if you're forcing the girl, and laughing emojis. Johnny, I'm gonna let you kind of like take the hill on that one.
What?
Well, you they're responding to your commentary.
Yeah, if you're forced. They ain't got nothing to do with my commentary.
Like your response to him being a human trafficker was that we fuck with pimps and niggas in the culture.
I mean, is that not true about black culture? Like, don't 50 Cent got a whole song called PIMP?
Okay.
Nobody's ever canceled 50 Cent for being a pimp. In trafficking.
Wait, so you're saying
celebrate?
Do you think
I'm saying it has to
was an actual pimp?
But I'm saying it has to be consistent. Like
which part? Like you can rap about fantasies of things that you did and didn't do, or like the actual thing.
Well,
do you think that people actually fuck with people that like prostitutes or pimps in real life? Like if one of them came in, he was like, "Nah, I be prostituting people." You be fucking with them and be like somebody that somebody I would hang with, or
probably not. But I'm gonna treat them way different than I'm gonna treat a Dr. Phil. I'm not gonna put them on the same level.
Gotcha. And
at all. Like one is like frowned upon, one is not allowed at all. And there's a difference between like frowned upon and like you probably shouldn't be doing that. Hey dog, that's fucked up. And bro, you did what to who? Like there's levels to the shit in the allegations that Kendrick made about Drake were to that next level to where it's not. Pimping is something that the black culture has been okay with. There's multiple movies and shit. Like, I'm not okay with it, but like our culture, big pimping. Nobody canceled Jay-Z for big pimping.
Right.
So like we can't get mad at somebody for pimping.
Let me hop in real quick. I just want to ask. I'm just asking questions and just trying to understand angles and perspective, right? So, hey, shout out to everybody that's here. We're gonna play the record one more time.
We gotta get back.
We're gonna play the record one more time, but
we on some unpack shit. It's Wednesdays, 9 p.m.
But just making sure, like, so when you heard the record Big Pimpin' with Jay-Z, you thought that he was actually talking about literally human trafficking women.
No, I was 10.
Or was he talking about dating other women?
I was 10 years old. I had no concept.
All right, so as an adult, as an adult
about pimping,
okay,
and then I was like, damn, that's probably not something that.
All right, so Johnny, let's stay to where I'm at. So, as an adult, when you listen to Big Pimpin', was he actually talking about prostituting women? Or was that like a colloquialism for the idea of like, yeah, I'm a player and I have a bunch of women?
The latter.
Right. Do you see how like bringing up Jay-Z and Big Pimpin' would be like really different inside the scenario, and where like if you actually are human trafficking somebody, and like the whole idea of like,
what about the movie?
We out here pimping. Like there's a big.
What about the
there.
movie Hustle and Flow? Nobody ever looked at Terrence Howard's character. Like he was the antagonist. He was the protagonist in the movie.
Wait, all right. So just making sure I understand, Johnny, you gotta be careful with these angles you're taking. But just making sure that I understand what you're saying. So you said that in the fictional movie that is based off of a writer's idea in their head about a pimp called I can't remember his name. But Terrence Howard played him, right? Should that be a justification for people actually human trafficking people?
I'm not saying it's a justification, but there was no issue.
What about like the Terminator?
With that,
what about the Terminator? Was there what about like Stranger Things? Do you understand how like that's like such a man? Like, we can actually stay to the facts, but do you understand how saying like a fictional person and thing, and how people react to a movie? Like, how did people react to Paid in Full? How did people react to every mob movie? How did people react to the Terminator? How do people react to, and I can go down the line, and using that as like,
so you saying Terrence Howard was the bad guy in that movie?
Bro, I'm saying that it's literally a movie. And why would you having a conversation
about a pimp? And like for me,
so do you think
for me,
I'm gonna let you get this one up.
But no, for me as a black person, when I saw that movie, I didn't know what a pimp was. Not everybody is exposed to that type of lifestyle. And if it is glorified in a sense, then nobody's gonna know how dangerous the lifestyle is. And pimps it's a glorified lifestyle. Like I looked at Terrence Howard in that movie, I didn't think he was a bad guy. As an adult, I know he's a bad guy. I know the things he did weren't the best for the culture. But I'm 30-something years old. When I was 18, I didn't know that.
Johnny, like, so.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's the.
I just want to make sure you understand, like, the point that you're making right now, right? So, again, you understand, because, like, you can make a better point that's adjacent to this. I just feel like you're making a horrible one. And this is going to go. But you're talking about a movie and how it made you feel. In comparison to like actual human trafficking, and justifying human trafficking based off of how a fictional character that Terrence Howard played
But
I think it's kind of like
that's my issue with the culture. Is the culture knew what that was back then? I might not have had an understanding of what it is.
So Johnny,
I was younger, but like Dave,
we're gonna get back to the music. Johnny, you don't understand
the whole thing about the Pimp's Ball, and like it was a celebrated thing in black culture. To act like it wasn't is crazy. It goes back to like the Freaknik and the Black Bike Week. Pimps.
You think that Pimps was running?
Nobody looked down on Pimps 20, 30 years ago. The way they look down on them now, it was a celebration. Everybody.
Right. But
so why did Jay-Z make a song called PIMP if people look down on
y'all
Pimps?
saved me. This is a crazy conversation. I didn't actually want this.
It was not even a conversation that we supposed to be in.
Right, because of right now you are using fictional caricatures and characters in the music they make that doesn't actually deal with literal pimping to justify real human trafficking, assault, and rape. That sounds fucking crazy to me. But again, that could be me.
No, my problem is if it's a real issue in real life,
don't make movies about it.
We shouldn't allow it in music.
All right, but hold on, Johnny. All right,
there shouldn't be. If pimping is a bad thing, there shouldn't be a hit record called PIMP.
So I'm
Big Pimpin'. Like how? Like as a kid, I literally did not know that was a bad thing.
The R. Kelly make music when you was a kid.
Yes.
Fuck are you talking about?
But
all right. So now let me make sure that we rewind the
both had. I'm a PIMP, Big Pimpin'. I wanted to be a pimp when I was in middle school, in high school. I wanted to be a pimp.
And then you grew up and learned that I was wrong or right.
Exactly.
If the people accuse you, like grown adults or not.
But it was always wrong. And so the people who
I agree that
back then.
So do you think that anybody that was listening to the like glorification and what they was actually saying, because of it definitely became way more of a metaphor than like you actually prostituting women?
Not all people know that it's.
I just want to get it off. But again, the fact that right now, what you're saying is that 20 years ago, people looked at movies that had pimping in it, and that they listened to like a couple artists say, like pimp in records should be a justification for the fact that it is okay to pimp women and people. I think that's like a wild take.
That's not what I'm saying.
So right now,
that's not what I'm saying.
Help me.
That's not what I'm saying.
Help me. Let's get
I am saying the fact that we allowed pimping and stuff to be okay for so long.
When?
And you ain't
what
did you never say PIMP? You ain't never
Johnny, again, what are you like tell me the actual realistic glorification, especially within the last 10 years. Like you keep going back to like this yesteryear thing to make a justification for what, and even if that was like something that people actually justified inside, like I don't know, 20 years ago, why would that have actually been a thing that made sense?
But I'm saying it was a thing that was justified 20 years ago.
No, who actually justified literal pimping and not
there
like these were movies?
There wasn't
like you understand that The Sopranos was like a TV show that every mob movie.
So when you watch Hustle and Flow,
it's a fucking movie,
right?
What the fuck are we talking? Johnny, you gotta stop doubling down on this. I'm like, this is a crazy take. Johnny, just walk away from this take. I'm trying to like save you, right? Like this is a horrible take.
It's not. This is an indictment on the culture, bro. Because the culture
Johnny,
has no issue with.
Tell me within the past 10 years that even made sense. Tell me when, like in 10 years, they got R. Kelly the fuck up out of here during the same time they're just talking about the same shit you're talking about. Like niggas aren't fucking with any of that shit right now. Why? Like once everybody got proof of anything, they got him the fuck out of here.
Yo, stop fucking with that shit. Once the courts got involved,
the courts got involved because social media got involved.
Okay,
because of like people said, "Hey, fucking with minors, trafficking people is not cool." It's not like it's not like an actual thing that anybody fucks with today. Like it's a weird take to be like, Hey, 20 years ago, it's okay. So now what? What is the point that you're making?
R. Kelly was doing all that shit 20 years ago. He got canceled when what? When he got arrested.
No, once social media...
He got canceled.
No.
He got away with that shit for all that time because of the culture.
This is also like a horrible take. He, the culture dug up all the bones. He didn't, recently do anything he got canceled for. During the Me Too era, everybody was like, wait, let's go back in time and find all the niggas that was doing wild shit and bring up the receipts. The receipts of R. Kelly, even the video, like the whole little documentary, is not nothing he was literally doing right in real time. You understand that, right? Or you didn't watch any of the shit. It's the fact that social media said, no, this is fuck shit, and these people shouldn't come. Russell Simmons is in Bali right now because of obviously he did some wild shit in the 90s, and he knows that during the Me Too movement, they was about to bring it up, and he can't be extradited. The point that you keep making is a wild one. Why would you be finding a way to defend sex offenders? I don't know. All right,
I'm not trying to defend sex offenders, but I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
We did defend them for a while.
Who defended them?
The culture.
What culture was like, hey, if you're trafficking women, it's okay?
When we was singing PIMP and Big
So in that song, was he actually talking about trafficking women?
I don't know.
He didn't. Go back and look at the lyrics.
I don't know.
That's the horrible... Johnny, you got to move away from the take. It's just a horrible take. All right, so T-Money, you actually talking about the song. We're about to get back into it. So, all right, so I'm gonna respond to the commentary. I guess we're gonna listen back, and again, Johnny's wild take is taken away from. I think that Drake actually did a masterful job in this record, where it comes down to he's put the levy on Kendrick to actually have credible information about everything he accused him of, right? And I think that is smart. He obviously this was recorded today because he's responding to the whole idea of all the records and things like that. And I don't think that sleeping or talking to a bunch of women is pimping for free at all, because pimping would be the idea of a woman selling her body to other people, and as the man, you're outsourcing her labor to other men. So I don't think that sleeping with a bunch of women has anything to do with actually pimping. That's more of the quote unquote player thing. If I was run down an actual definition of it, but yeah, Johnny, I wanted you to finish off your defense of
back to the music.
It was a wild defense.
But I'll stand on that because
go ahead,
I want to get back to the music. But
Unpack, we're going to dissect Johnny's stance. Wednesday on Unpack, I want to make sure y'all understand. The opening question is going to be dissecting Johnny's stance on sex trafficking and
I'm not for sex stuff.
This is such a weird thing.
Don't don't be
right, Johnny, give me your stance.
I am against sex trafficking. Period.
What was the point what was the point you were trying to make?
That I was
defending Bob the Not Nice right now.
I was going back to Big Pimping and 50 Cent's PIMP, where that was something that was celebrated in the culture at one point. There are songs that document us celebrating.
So again, when we talk about documenting, celebrating, what was any of those songs talking about?
Point. You can dissect it and doing that, but you can't act like 50 Cent, so PIMP isn't a song. Jay-Z, Big Pimping isn't a song, and you can't act like you didn't sing with those and act like those weren't hits.
Right.
That's my only point.
And just making sure. So what you're talking about is when I was 7, 8 years old, and there was records on the radio that played. R. Kelly's "Feeling in Your Booty" also played. Keys to Ignition, Fiesta, all those did play during that time. It was a conglomerate of, if we say, deviant acting people that made songs that I listened to. Once I found out what they actually was talking about, I personally went away and was I'm not fucking with that. And I didn't use that as
Jay-Z.
let me finish my point.
Out here.
Let me finish my point. Well, all right. I'm gonna respond directly to that. So 50 Cent and Jay-Z never made songs about literally pimping. If we go back to what they said in the songs, they're talking about being a player. And it became a colloquialism during the early 2000s of like pimp and player. It literally not sex trafficking.
Can you see how,
Johnny? I'm gonna actually let you land on this one. I don't want to keep going back and forth and have you defend sex trafficking for no reason. It's like a dumbass point.
Went on either.
All right, listen again. Listen, shout out to everybody that's in here. This is a fun conversation. We've devolved into like this specific point.
Hey, T-Money, talk to him.
He said, if you convince a girl to let you and your man run the train, is that pimping for free? Do you think that is pimping for free?
Nah, I don't condone that type of behavior.
But you're a freaky ass nigga, you're 69. Well, that's what that is. You're just a freaky ass nigga.
Freaky ass nigga.
Yeah, I don't think that would be close to like whatever. R. Kelly legally canceled, not culturally. We knew he married Aaliyah when she was underage forever ago.
That's one of my points too. Like y'all didn't cancel him back then. Like
when you say
he literally wrote the song "Age Isn't a Number," and then we let it rock, and then all of a sudden somebody told us to. I never agreed with R. Kelly's stance on women, to put it out there.
I listen. I'm in like you can put the shovel and you just keep like digging your own and repeat like your stance on this whole entire thing again.
R. Kelly should have been canceled way before we asked.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, got you. So I'm just wondering, like, did the current culture and the information that we have actually cancel?
Did he marry Aaliyah when she was 15?
She did.
So why wasn't that enough to cancel him?
So again, how old was I when he married Aaliyah?
I don't know how old was I. I was young.
Right. So one,
but I remember questioning that shit as a kid and being like, "Well, why is he still out here? Why is he?"
So help me understand. Like, I'm trying to understand your defense because it doesn't make any fucking sense to me. So what you're saying is, I disagreed with it, right?
But the culture allowed it. But
you're saying that the culture allowed it, right? Do you think that it was like a New York Times article that stated, hey, y'all know that R. Kelly's marrying this 15-year-old? Or is that something that came out after the fact?
I have no clue.
I'm just making sure it came out after the fact. I can answer the question.
I have no clue how it came out. But I know he married a 15-year-old.
Oh no, he did,
and nobody canceled him then. Right. And there was a lot of people that knew he married a 15-year-old.
So what is your point? I keep trying to understand this because I want to get back to the music. When you do that thing that you keep doing and be like, so are you just like, is it an indictment on previous culture? Because like I keep trying to bring it like right now when we're talking about. I only just think like where we're at current zeitgeist. I don't fuck with sex offenders. You keep going to like 94 and be like, hey, them niggas was good back then and it was okay. I don't personally fuck with them then or now. It don't matter what they did when like I didn't have any fucking like knowledge or understanding what was happening. If you fucking rape people, if you sex offended, if you was a pedophile, I don't give a fuck if people actually cared or didn't care. I don't care what the culture did or didn't do. I don't fuck with it. I'm trying to understand why you keep going back to like back then they did. Are you justifying like what are you doing?
Because I'm trying to figure out where the culture actually stands.
No, like so right now we can literally tell you like why is that like a question? Everybody that has did deviant sexual behavior, and even if you like you can't even say deviant sexual shit, they're gonna cancel you. The culture today does not fuck with any of that. It's not even a question. Cancel culture is now. Like all the kids have started canceling all the deviant shit. Weinstein doesn't exist. Like Gazelle, Maxine, all this shit. Epstein is because of shit that they did back in the day. It's not like today people are still figuring out if they agree with it or not.
No, I mean that's a valid point, but I kind of understand it more from like but like from my perspective, as a motherfucker who grew up on PIMP and grew up on Big Pimpin', and it was something I looked up to. Then I'm trying to figure out when or how, and
when things became substantiated and it could be in real time.
I get it, but
so what do you?
But you don't act like people aren't still lying to this day. Drake just said Kendrick was lying about some shit.
Oh, cool. Look, so where are we having this conversation at? Are we talking about like if somebody's lying or not, or is sex trafficking good or not? Did our parents used to think that sex trafficking was good? What are you saying right now? Do you think your parents thought sex trafficking was good, or did they just not have enough literal proof in front of them to be like? Sex trafficking was bad. T-Money, you know your mother was not fucking with sex trafficking if it actually existed and she understood it. And it was in real time. The way information was digested and presented back in the day was way different. What are we talking about? My mother, if she understood and knew, would not have been fucking with anything that dealt with anybody that was sex trafficking. Like you know all these people. To understand that wouldn't be a real thing. Was the culture actually doing it? Okay. Or did people just have good publicity?
Okay, and then to put it back on Drake, do you think Drake is actually doing the thing?
Well, so again, we didn't even like you was defending Baka Not Nice to make these wild little things.
I was not defending Baka Not Nice.
So all these things came literally off of reading his convictions. And then you said, well, niggas back in the day was fucking with pimping and shit like that. But I don't know. I guess for me,
Kendrick made a point that Baku was a pedophile, and I read this shit. And
did he actually say he was a pedophile or he was on a sex offender list?
To me, that's the same thing. Sex offender list and pedophile. And then when I read this shit and I hear the girl is actually 22, it make it seem like you lying, Kendrick. And like that's all I'm saying. It make it seem like you lying. Like I thought Baku was messing with underage girls. When I read the shit, the girl was 22. It make it seem like you lying and making up stuff. That's all I'm saying. And we go back in the day, the stuff was allowed, and it just
what was allowed. You can't understand.
Or there was this PIMP, like Big Pimpin', like not sex trafficking, but being with women. And a multiple amount of women, like being a player
and sex trafficking, are those the same or different?
Those are different.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Those are different, but like Baka being with a 22-year-old, it made it seem like he's just being like.
Did you read what the thing just said? Like forcing a woman into prostitution.
Well, yeah, that's unacceptable.
I keep trying to understand what the fuck are you trying to like justify?
That's unacceptable.
Hey, T-Money, you know, honestly, she gonna pull up. I gotta ask about it. Listen, I don't know. Maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. I'll ask. So they legally canceled, not culturally. That's to you, Johnny. It sounds like.
What you mean? Like legally?
Are they legally canceled but not culturally? Because like your defense to like what everything is happening is like, well, what about culture?
R. Kelly's legally canceled.
Is he culturally canceled?
He says his mama's still playing R. Kelly, so obviously not.
Do you think? Oh, okay. So
he said that he said my mother is still playing R. Kelly.
I understand what he's saying. So I'm just asking. Do you think that R. Kelly in general was culturally canceled?
Yes. Yeah. People ain't.
It's not the hard one,
people,
bro.
Yeah. People ain't fucking with Chaos no more. People ain't really fucking with Chaos no more.
Okay, just making sure. I just wanted to make sure. I'm about to push play on the song one more time. Johnny, we went on an interesting journey just now. But push play. We're gonna get hold on. So Johnny, First listen, what was your first thoughts on that full record?
I think he trying to fight back. He trying to fight back from the accusations, and they some serious accusations. So to fight back, gotta be serious. You know, you gotta tell people that they lying. It has to be a serious fight back from those allegations.
Was it enough?
Drake's, from what I heard, probably not. Probably not.
All right, I'm gonna push play one more time. So we're gonna turn it up one more time. What is Drake and Millie's relation? I think that he tried to like message her when she was a kid or something like that. Matter of fact, we'll look it up as the song's playing. I'm gonna push play. We're gonna run through it one more time, all the way through.
Surprise winning is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was arrested, so there's a proof of the trial in. Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1098 would've took all the walls down. Streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connect stand up, not fall down. The ones that you get in your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. Waiting for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a weekend when we fed you information. My daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination. But you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans will rejoice and thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, jokes and medication. The Maybach glove and the drug users for less inflation. Master manipulating, you bit on a speculation. You don't react, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why is it Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following day free and I miss them around? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. They ain't leaving water movies underneath picture the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This F-scene angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is problem for your own confessions. So your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps just keep so obsessed with. It's so excessive, and acting like it's so aggressive. But you just never know my affection. I don't want to ditch you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch my body, by Mariah Carey, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this that angle that you really messed with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for this shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly, there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if they really fucked a girl, got her pregnant. Talk about greed and resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. It's just too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents. But you a piece of shit, so it's really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you don't see on no sex offender. That's easy, does it? You mentioned that A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left me for that D major. I slit the dope with the razor and Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama's screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never looked twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hitmaker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and my comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you got a need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You can drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet Jamaica. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. If he's your nature. You still bumping on Kelly, you can thank the savior. Said they deleted his music.
I wonder what you mean by that. Like, I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It defeats your nature.
He's saying Kendrick probably look at like
him as a bitch.
No, he probably look at the nigga like Drake the way he look at like his daddy and the nigga like.
Or the one he said, I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It would feed your nature.
Yeah, so the woman beater fighting a nigga like Drake, he probably gonna take out like all his issues that he had fighting a woman on Drake.
Oh, okay.
Or
Gotcha,
like
gotcha.
yeah, if you fight a nigga, like imagine the motherfuckers that you know that have hit women. Imagine fighting them in real life.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that I know people that hit women.
I know people I've worked with and people that like not my friend, like,
Yeah,
but like I've
man.
heard of certain people hitting on women,
Uh-huh.
and those same people, I could imagine if I got in a fight with them, I'd whoop their ass. I'm not scared of them, like,
But why would that feed their nature? Nonetheless, all right. I listen. It's a slick line. I'm not trying to like this. I was trying to understand it more than anything. I'm gonna push play.
Your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise the sound like you send a commissary when you need some paper. Album dropping soon. No wonder you turn the cloud case instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see it when I see it like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer.
That was so witty. That was one of the witty lines.
I'm not gonna lie, it's just some good exercise. Like, it's gonna get up, get the pen working.
Mm-hmm.
You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor. But it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one to try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans get us some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game. Like, you know, but just let me know when we get into the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor. Like.
And so I guess like a couple things. Like I'm actually interested because like right now we're about to go back into like this like game of mail where it's like, hey, prove it. Hey, no, you prove it. Hey, prove it. Right now for Kendrick, the leverage is that he needs to prove the whole thing, like the pedophile shit and the people in this camp shit, right? And I get like with what Drake is saying, he needs to prove that Kendrick's kid isn't his and he beats his wife, right?
Or that he got touched on as a kid.
And that he got touched on as a kid.
That's another.
Yeah, so like it's like those three things. Like in which I guess now Kendrick and Drake have actually both took really risky angles in which someone's going to lose in this. Because how far out in the delays they are, right? Like, as Kendrick, if you are accusing somebody as being a pedophile, being sex trafficker, like the whole, like buying into the whole like industry conspiracy shits, and having a daughter, that whole little thing, that is a crazy indictment, right? But then Drake also, if you're accusing him of having been molested, having
beat his wife,
having like his wife, well, having beat his wife, and then one of his kids not being his, is crazy indictments also. And it's almost like whoever races to the receipts wins inside this scenario, right? So
it's ugly.
Yeah, it's
like what I didn't want.
It becomes like an interesting game of like
it's ugly.
Who can prove it and who can't prove it, and are both of them playing like the same little game of anonymously, like where neither one of them can explicitly prove either or. Hey, T Money, the chat that we have up, hey, put in the chat what song you're talking about. I remember Kendrick having the record about like eating KFC and that whole shit. I don't know if I remember like the whole Drake being better than me.
I've heard him say about that, like a situation where somebody played Drake. I ain't know it was at KFC or nothing. But.
And then what?
Well, like he was motivated to like step his shit up.
Okay.
But hey, fellas, I'm about to roll. It's after 12. It ain't even Cinco de Draco no more.
Uh-huh.
I need to digest this record.
Uh-huh.
I gotta digest some tacos.
What else?
PSA.
Mm-hmm.
We'll fuck with sex offenders. We'll fuck with Dr. Fields. We'll fuck with none of that. Like,
What about pimps?
we have all of that. It just depends on if we talk about a Terrence Howard pimp or a
Holy
Jay-Z
shit.
pimp. Like, cause the Jay-Z
Johnny, it was like really easy.
I said what I said.
You don't. So you do fuck with some pimps and
Yeah.
sex traffickers.
No, I fuck with PIMPs like 50 Cent, Jay-Z. Those the pimps I fuck with. But like, yeah, I don't fuck with sex traffickers.
So I would like to say that I don't fuck with like PDF files. I don't fuck with
Dr. Fields.
I don't fuck with any version of sex traffickers.
I don't fuck with sex traffickers. I said that.
That includes any version of pimps.
So 50 Cent and Jay-Z.
Like if
50
they were literally
50
doing,
Cent and Jay-Z.
I'm just making sure I clarify. Allow me to. If they were doing any version of literal pimping, I don't fuck with them. There's not a version of that I do fuck with.
But they were just using a word.
Like, so if they were saying, like, there's so many words that we do this exact same thing with that doesn't mean the literal legal definition. Then if they were talking about like they had sex with a bunch of women, who fucking cares? That's a stupid thing to bring up right now, in my opinion. Like, I don't know why we would have like that conversation where we're talking about literal sex trafficking and victims of sex trafficking and convictions. Like, it just seems like very minute and dumb, but whatever.
I mean, we were actually talking about like the perception of the shit.
That's not what we was just doing right now.
When I was talking about it.
So you said I don't fuck with PDF files. I don't fuck with these things. I fuck with some pimps, and then I fuck with, like, that's not what we were just doing. That's not. You were literally naming all the derogatory, deviant behavior that you don't fuck with, but then you took the time to make a caveat for pimps. I don't fucking understand that.
For pimps, because that's been a part of the culture that's never been canceled. We got so many songs about pimps.
Yeah, we gotta get off here. It is like that. It's a fucking crazy. You keep doubling down on the same thing. Hey, y'all, as you see, the best thing about us is that we enjoy. Oh damn, T Money, you should have sent this to the thing, but I'm about to read it real quick. It says, this is Kendrick, verse 3. So welcome to my life story. If I'm trying to get right off the shit that I write, make a fortune, buy some Porsches, and my mama's a wife, and make my mama's and my wife, whatever. Maybe this part right here that's highlighted be the best part. I don't know the flow, so this shit gonna sound choppy. Man, me and my girls. No, he was KFC. Me and my girls split the bucket at KFC. She listened to Drake, like, and all I'm saying is, damn, these niggas that much better than me, baby. I don't think this is meant to be, cause I'm always losing self-esteem. She paused the iPhone and said, "Huh?" I repeated what I said. She replied, "Shut up. You know you the best, boy. Keep doing it." Well, that's the end of the part. But yeah. Those are lyrics that he wrote. I fuck with it. Hey.
AT Money, you know what I'm talking about, bro. You get it.
Johnny a Wild Trip's sex trafficking bull.
No, bro, stop. No.
My bad. Watch how easily he a wild pimp bull. He fuck his pimps and shit. All right. Fuck is it. Literally the exact same thing.
Turn Jay-Z PIMP on. Ain't nobody gonna say stop it. Ain't nobody gonna turn it off.
Hey, double down on it. All he did was agree with what I said. Wild sex trafficking bull.
No, wild pimp. No, stop. See,
sex trafficking and pimp is literally the exact same.
It's clearly not, because you said there was a difference when they talk about it and when
has Jay-Z ever literally sex trafficked anybody?
But he's
talking about dumbass point that you're making.
But what he was talking about was pimping.
No, he didn't talk about pimping at all. Go listen to the fucking record. I don't understand how like this keeps eluding you for some reason. Where in what part of the Big Pimping lyric does he talk about prostituting women? Please tell me.
We'll see y'all later.
Ain't
We'll
like
see
that.
y'all later. Because I could say the part where you say PIMP. And like, but like
that's the part that you're gonna rely on.
We'll
again,
bro,
like,
like
some niggas condemn and some niggas condone. I do not condemn pimping or sex trafficking because they are also literally the exact same thing. All right, and we out.
We done, bro.